Which one? No.
I think
Well,
Borderlands
yes.
4 is coming out like tomorrow, the next day.
Captors.
Hey everybody, sorry I didn't introduce the show yet. Um, you're watching or listening and watching F is in Frank podcast, Jack and Jimmy. It's the trending topics series. So we're gonna go over trending topics, which by the way really sucked today. I looked up some of the stuff going on.
Yeah.
There's nothing going on, dude. I mean, literally, which is which is good because no drama is good.
Well, I mean, there's always something going, but
Okay, what can you think of that's going on right now?
I'm just saying there's always going to be something in the news, especially with the liberals doing what they're doing. Um,
Oh,
what was it?
yeah,
There
of
is.
course.
Let me go into topics. Let's see.
But I looked up a whole ass chat GPT. It gave me the top 10 topics, and they're like, blah. They were yucky.
Uh,
It was nothing major.
Here, where's my subscriptions? There we
Other
go.
than the rumor that Trump isn't dead. Hey, Wim, what's going on? Yeah, that's just a rumor. That's people's wishful thinking. But anyway, but nothing's going on really.
Alexander is the same meltdowns. Yeah, saw that.
You
Oh,
got something?
there's the trans Minneapolis shooter
Oh
the
yeah.
other day.
I'm surprised the news ain't reporting he's a hero. I mean, they literally have done a horrible job covering this and
It's just
giving you
ironic.
all.
Another trans person. Pretty ironic.
Yeah, I'm not. You see, what I can't understand is how are all these trans people getting a hold of these weapons?
I mean,
I
just like
got
any.
a, I got a handgun. That's all I got. But how are they getting these automatic rifles that they have on hand? What the frick? And why would you leave it accessible as parents when you know your kid is crazy? I mean, your son's running around town in a dress. Chances are you don't leave the gun safe open.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think this trans shooter was like a kid. I think it was an older person.
He still was crazy.
Well, to think that you're a guy that thinks you're a female, yeah, that's crazy.
So here's a weird thought. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
If I was gay, which I'm not, but if I was gay, I would be upset that the trans people are giving LMNOP group a bad name.
Well, yeah,
You know?
I was watching Tim Pullen. Um, they had a guest that was a lesbian, and she was like, "Yeah, it's an LGB," and they dropped off the T plus whatever.
Yeah. The gays have worked so hard and the lesbians so hard to get respect and rights and everything. And then the trans people come and shoot up the party.
Yeah,
What is up with that? I'd be upset, but I've never heard anybody I know that's a part of that group complain about it or mention it or be bothered by it. I'd be like, yeah, they're giving us a bad rap. They need to go. That's all. Just my opinion. I mean, once again, I'm not in that group, so I'm on the outside looking in. But I would think that, if bald, fat guys were shooting up schools, I'd be like, hey, you're giving me a bad name. You're giving me looks. People are thinking I'm crazy.
yeah. The shooter was believed to be 23 years old.
It's still a kid.
Yeah, I mean, for somebody our age, yeah, but they're still adults. They still have the right to purchase firearms.
I don't know.
That was always like when I was anti-gun. That was my biggest fear. or the biggest argument I had was that crazy people have just as much right as people
Right.
are responsible.
But the biggest argument I gave was crazy people don't follow gun laws.
Yeah.
So making gun laws is not going to keep guns out of their hands.
Even if you have a gun in the house, then kids have access to that, or they may. I'm not saying they always do. I'm just saying may have access to something like that, and or if it gets or lies around or whatever, or if you have it underneath your mattress, just in case, there's access to it. So
Me and Tammy live together, and we have a gun safe still. The gun's locked up.
yeah,
Nobody around. There's nobody to take it, but we know better.
but you're taking your experience, not the experience of 350 million people in the country.
Right. But what I'm saying is, I don't even have kids. I don't even, the grandkids aren't here running around the house yet. So the bottom line is, but we keep it locked up no matter what.
Yeah.
And nobody's here. There's no reason to have a gun safe, but we keep it locked up. So I don't get why everybody is having guns laying around. That's all.
Yeah. I don't get it either. Hey,
It's way too crazy. Hey guys, hey everybody in the chat room, what's going on? We're just talking about how easy it is to get your hands on a gun. The crazy people. And gun laws aren't going to keep guns out of their hands. They're still going to, criminals and crazies still shoot up places. It's against the law to murder, but they do it anyway. So what makes you think they're going to follow a gun law?
They won't.
That's
They
what
never
cracks,
will.
That's what cracks me
Thing.
up.
They never will, and that's why my stance on guns flopped. Because they never will. They'll always have access. There's always going to be a black market for guns. They're always going to be accessible. So why take it from the ones that are doing it responsibly?
Do you have a gun?
When you no, why take it away from those that are doing it responsibly, as opposed to the ones that you really can't control because they have access to it in illegal means. You know what I mean?
Right. So, like, if somebody gave you a gun, would you keep it? A
Yeah.
handgun?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you locked it up responsibly, and where your fingerprint can pop it open. And
well, I'd probably have. I don't know if I'd lock it up. If it was for home protection, I would have trigger locks and stuff like that. So then that way, it's
same thing. Locking it up, trigger locks.
Yeah, I wouldn't have an armory downstairs or anything. But
but a trigger lock is too hard to get off when somebody's trying to kill you.
That's the thing.
Yeah. So what you do is you buy a safe that you touch the fingerprint reader, it pops open, and you get in your gun. Now you have it in seconds. Yeah. So I get it. Guns are fun. My brother Charles has a gun, right? He has 2, I think, and a rifle. And he trains every week. He trains safety. Every week he goes shooting. Every week he goes to class for his gun handling. He keeps it locked up. He does everything by the book. Like, he's the one person in California who you'd want to have a gun,
Yeah.
And he wholeheartedly believes, like, you should go through rigorous training to get a gun. That's all.
Anybody that has a gun should have knowledge of how to use it and have the responsibilities that come with it.
Like, if you want a hunting license, you gotta go through 8 hours to get a hunter license. 8 hours of training.
That's still, if you really take the Constitution for what it is, even that is an infringement on their right to bear arms. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And John, I don't think it was bought. I have to double check. Most people just grab their parents' gun lying around.
To his argument, kids can't buy guns. You have to be 18 to even purchase a weapon?
Yeah. Depends on where you live. Detroit, they got vending machines.
If they have guns,
that was Borderlands. Sorry.
They're either being bought by parents or they're buying it in other means. So
Okay, banning guns is stupid because criminals don't give up their guns. So you've taken the guns from the good people.
yeah,
Okay.
Nancy says there are less shootings in countries that have stricter laws. You're right. There are less shootings. Why? Because now they've resorted to other weapons.
Yeah. So, like Britain, you can't have a gun.
People are
Okay.
stabbing each
So,
other.
guess what? Stabbings went up through the roof. What a shock. So,
The
once
problem
again,
isn't with the gun.
gun laws don't work because criminals do not follow gun laws. Known fact. Everybody I know that's a criminal and has a gun, very questionable. Chances are they ain't got a permit. They got off the black market. They just don't listen to the law.
Raphael says Australia hasn't had a mass shooting since they banned most guns in the 90s. No, but look at the state of their country today. I
Oh
wouldn't
my
want to.
God, I'd rather be dead than live in Australia. They're as bad as Britain.
I'd rather go to Africa or India.
Yeah, yeah. You also have no freedom in Australia. So sure, you know,
Yeah, you can't even say anything in Britain online without being
getting a knock
arrested
at the
for it.
door. So saying there hasn't been any shootings, that's because you guys have been stripped of everything in Australia. All your rights, all your freedoms, all your guns for protection, all of it gone. So it's rough. Yeah, I know armed criminals. Well, you know, growing up, you meet people. You may not hang out with them. You know they're no good. Um, I'm sure you know somebody that's a criminal too. They just haven't revealed it to you yet. So anyway, but yeah. So I've known armed criminals in my day. Okay, take my oldest son Garrett for example. He lived in California. No freaking way he was going to be alive without a gun to protect himself. He wasn't allowed to. He was even underage at the time. This is back in the day. Now he's like 35. But when he was underage, he had a gun. He had a sawed-off shotgun. He had. He was not going to be without protection. That's the bottom line. Listen, I don't care where I live. I'm going to protect myself. Legally, illegally, I don't care. Someone breaks into my house, they're getting hurt somehow, some way. So I'll do anything if you come into my house and you're not supposed to be. Like, it's game over. Okay. So later on, we'll duke it out in court in front of a courtroom and a jury on whether what I did was right or wrong. But there's no way I'm going to stand there and take it. No, I'm going to deal with it and then I'll deal with it, the consequences. Okay, I'd rather be in jail. 3 meals a day, place to sleep and poop, roof over my head, than be dead. There you go. Do you really feel like America has free speech? Your president is suing the free media. What the frick? Who in the world calls it free media? You
Yeah,
mean the lying
it's all
media,
paid
right?
for. It's all paid for.
Yeah.
Yes, it's
If
free
you,
speech. They can say whatever they want,
yeah,
and
and
that's
they
why
have. By the way, they
that's why
have.
those networks are going under. However, there's certain laws in place where you can't slander people, you can't um, defame somebody. So, and that's what they've been doing, and that's why Trump is going after them.
Yeah. So, by the way, freedom of speech exists because the media has been using it, taking advantage. They've been using it for their benefit. They've lied through their teeth for years. They've been bought and paid for. They have lashed out propaganda like crazy. So, yeah, freedom of speech is a good thing. Knives are a good thing. Stabbing people with knives is not. Get it? Something can be good and used as a weapon. That's just a part of life. And no, it's not a free media. Don't make the media sound so wonderful. Please. They already take care of themselves. They already pat themselves on the back. We're going to Chicago second week in September, I think.
I should check that
Something like that.
since we're live.
Yeah, double check. Make sure you got time off from work. But we'll give exact dates. I'll give it to you off the air.
There we go.
But I think it's around the first or second, in the second week. I think it's the second week. Yeah, almost positive. Oh, you want to see something cool?
Sure.
Hold on. Okay, where is it? Come on. There it is. Whoops. Let's tap the screen so we just see the picture. How about that? How about that, dude?
Oh, damn. That looks good.
That's a Chicago pizza place we went to today. That was the deep dish pizza slice. Right there. Dude, we're gonna have so much fun. The sausage was so good. The pepperoni was so good. It was amazing. The cheese was so good. The sauce was even good. So we reviewed a pizza place. I've been there before. I had a horrible experience last time, but we took a second look and looked pretty good. So you'll see that on Wednesday. I think Wednesday is September. So that'll probably air on Wednesday. Trump have only been helped by the media. What are you smoking?
Yeah.
Literally,
Wait.
what are you
How
smoking?
is,
I
how's he?
can't believe you made that sentence up by yourself.
That's
Congratulations. You now are a writer of fiction. Congratulations. Write us another Lord of the Rings, please. Trump's only been helped by the media. I don't know what land you live in, dreamland or something, but there's no way. Israel is our greatest ally. Okay. So you have been brainwashed like the rest of the country. Because the Israel I hear about hasn't been much of an ally unless you consider illegal activities being an ally and controlling our country being an ally and blackmailing and everything else being an ally. Yep, you're right. Israel is our biggest ally. Let's see. Any politician? Yeah, that's true. Any politician going against the press is dangerous. I'm just saying that you should take it serious. Not sure what you mean by that, but any president or any politician that goes against the press is gutsy, stands up for the truth. That's all. That's been the only complaints is that they lie. Why do you think the president has called for their licenses to broadcast? Let's see here. Hey, Rowdy, what's going on? No, I don't love Trump. No, if I loved him, I'd marry him. I'm not marrying him. So he's just another president, just another politician. I love some of the things he does. I don't love him as a person. I don't know him as a person. I don't know how he likes his eggs. I know nothing about the man. But to say that I love him, kind of gay. Okay, I don't love him.
Hey, what? John, I think you're delusional. Sorry. Jim, he says like me calling out the media for being bought for, but listens to Tim Pool every day. Figures because he still thinks that Russia buys Tim Pool. and that's absolutely false.
Oh,
Absolutely false. And if you want to drink the Kool-Aid and believe lies and everything that NBC has to say, by all means, that's you have that right.
you
But
know,
I think it's unfortunate. I hope you're not voting on anything.
okay, you do speak truth in that comment. So Nancy wrote, Trump considers himself the greatest defender of Israel. I'm just following what he says. That's a little weird that he defends Israel as much as he does. I
Yeah, but
don't.
he also called them out for things that they've done too.
Yeah, I'm questioning the same
Like the
thing, but
water.
I'm not gonna I mean, I'm not gonna do something stupid and hurt the man or call out thing. I don't know. We don't know the truth. I guarantee it. He's protecting Israel for some reason. Don't know why. That's what I want to know. I want to know the truth. Once again, freedom of speech, but we also deserve the truth. You shouldn't get the freedom of lying. You should back up your facts. Uh, Jack, you have a picture of Trump on the shelf behind you. That's right. I do. I have one down here too. Here, I'll show you. He's he's DJing. He's spinning records on the wheels of steel. Behind me, he's shaking the hand of Ronald Reagan, which, by the way, I created the picture because Reagan's dead. I don't know how much I got to tell you, but doesn't mean I love the man. I got a picture of George Washington on a $1 bill. Doesn't mean I love the man. So,
Well, I mean,
anyway, it's okay to have a picture behind you on the shelf. I'm not sure what that really meant.
you can also support somebody without like having that kind of connection with them. God, like if you support a freaking a sports team, do you love them? No, but you
What the
root for
frick?
them.
Okay, so how do you feel about U.S. partial ownership of Intel? Seems a little bit socialist. Why didn't you say fascist, racist, Nazi, white supremacist? Why don't you throw all the words out? You literally don't know what socialism is. You don't. If you understood the deal, why we got, do you even know the details of that, of the ownership? I can't teach everybody stocks, but there's a deal. There was an agreement. Okay. So the government owns part of Intel. Now, socialist, I don't know why you would throw that word out. I don't see how any of that's socialist. Owning part of a company. Uh, really? You guys just, do you just have like words in your pocket? The conservatives have woke. The liberals have racist, fascism, socialist. Oh my God, look up socialist. Okay, and realize things we didn't vote for were socialist. Thank God we didn't vote for them. Okay, ICE was arresting people. I'm glad you guys are coming up with these crazy comments because I didn't have anything to talk about, but now I do. ICE was arresting people who were in pro Palestine protests. Great freedom of speech. Uh, they didn't arrest them because they were protesting. Okay? You were, once again, you guys, don't talk out of your butt. Okay? Find out why they got arrested. Were they in the country illegally? Did they throw something at a cop? I mean, find out the reason protesters got arrested. Instead of spitting what you're told to say, being a good little boy, and spitting the same crap and dropping fascism, socialism, you, it's not. It's not. And they got arrested probably for illegal activity. What what was the reason for being arrested? Were they illegally in the country? They didn't get arrested because they were protesting Palestine, unless they were protesting illegally. They were where they shouldn't have been. I don't know. There are guidelines to protesting. You're allowed to be on sidewalks. You're not allowed to be in private property buildings, and so forth. So to say they were arresting pro-Palestine protests, I guarantee they did something illegal, which is totally okay. Anybody does illegal, they should be punished. That's all. It's more like corporatism. Oh my God, a new word. We're just making up new stuff now. What is corporatism? Is that a word? What is corporatism? Oh, it is a word. Good job. Crap. I had it. Sorry. What is corporatism? It is a real word. Hang on. It's an economic and political system where society is organized into groups, often called corporations or interest groups. Yeah, I totally agree with that. I think that is right. Oh, I lost his comment. I'm sorry. I should have pinned it. I apologize.
I see something
My
pinned.
bad. Um, yeah, but it wasn't his
Oh,
or
okay.
hers. Oh, they were protesting illegally. What a shock. They got arrested because they were doing something illegal.
Yeah,
Isn't
it's
it the
not
way the
illegal
world
to
works?
protest. It's illegal to frickin' bend.
Unlike the people of January 6th, they got arrested for no reason. Absolutely. Matt is spot. Okay, let's all read this together. They were protesting illegally. Hence, they got arrested. Unlike the people of January 6th, who were scooped up like dogs on the street and they were in prison
Not
for
even
like
just that.
13 months
If you were
and
anywhere
they
in
were
the vicinity,
completely innocent.
if you were anywhere in the vicinity, you were arrested.
Yeah.
If you you didn't even have to be there. They went to your homes in other states and
Thank you, Matt.
arrested you.
Yeah. Who called things socialist? Comment before.
Yeah, see. Who calls things socialist, Jack? People on the right, Mandami.
Well, Mamdami is
Yeah,
socialist.
Mandami is a socialist.
No, he's Mamdami is. I never said socialist. I said he was. Um,
Well,
frick, so many words thrown around.
I know that he's got socialist policies. That's for sure.
He's communist. That's it. He
Well,
believes.
socialism and
Look
communism
up
are
communism. He believes in that. What?
socialism
What'd you
and
say, Jimmy?
socialism and communism are pretty close. You have one leads to the other. Socialism leads to communism because socialism is basically the
You know
government
what's weird?
for the people, and communism uses that control or that tool to control people.
You know what's weird? A lot of people are split on Trump, are split on the things going on in the world and all that. But yet I have not met one person that said Gavin Newsom was a great guy. And I
Yeah,
hope he becomes president. Not one person.
socialism.
Nancy says, I wish Gavin Newsom would stop tweeting. He sounds ridiculous. The guy is a baby. I've listened to him. I've listened to him complain. He's a total baby. You know, he's got a few good looks on playing for him. That's
All right,
probably why he got in office. I don't know.
I want to educate John here real quick. Socialism is an economic and political system where the main idea that resources, industries, and wealth should be owned or controlled collectively, like the government, often by the state or by workers themselves, rather than being left entirely to private individuals or corporations.
There you
And
go,
then
John.
government takes control over that, which is communism.
So you asked what it is exactly. He just read you the definition. Having all the money controlled and owned.
We, we still have socialist policies. I mean, we have welfare, we have
Come
um,
on. How many
food
times we
stamps.
paid people's
I
phone
mean,
bills because they can't afford it?
yeah, we have socialist policies in place already. Um, does it mean we're a full socialist society? No,
By the way, we
but
never said we know better,
we do
but we
utilize.
did define socialism. Thank you, Jimmy, for defining that.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. There you go, John. So let's see. Um, I always thought that socialism meant that the means of production are controlled by the government.
No,
It's more like everything is controlled by the government. The
no.
money, the food, the jobs, everything is controlled, government controlled.
It's socialism is providing, uh, basically providing assistance to those that don't have, or even those that do have, in some aspects. Um, but then once the government gets control over it, then that becomes communistic.
Wow, sounds like the Trump admin using tax money. Oh, are you really going there?
To keep money
The
or
freaking liberals blew billions, trillions of our tax money, but you never mentioned that. Okay. Trump used tax money to keep Intel open in the exact definition of corporatism. Okay. So you mean like bailing out banks back in time, bailing out car dealers
a
back
meal.
in time? The liberals been using our tax dollars
So
and you never say a thing,
so
but
here,
you'll open your mouth when Trump does it once.
Emil Claudel says Gavin Newsom seems cool. He's just mirroring Trump's behavior. So if you criticize his behavior, you're
Wait,
also criticizing Trump.
this is what my brother was talking about right here.
Yes,
This is
so
what my
yes,
brother was
he is,
talking
he
about.
is mirroring what Trump did. Well, he's using the tactics that Trump did, but their policies, the way their means, their overall motive is completely different.
You know, you were totally right. Trump burned down a whole city, lit it on fire, and stopped the water. So there was no water to put out the fire. You're totally right. I'm being sarcastic. You got to be crazy if you're comparing Trump to Gavin.
What?
Once again,
Raphael says Newsom's a strong masculine leader. Trump gets spray tans. Vance wears mascara.
oh dear God.
You kidding me?
Here we go. I'm voting Newsom 2028. He's a strong masculine leader. You wait,
I don't think
Raphael, are you a woman or a man?
I
That's
don't
got to be a woman.
beta.
Only a woman would say that. Trump gets spray tans and Vance wears mascara. Okay, so Raphael, you're talking stupid. You're saying things that every other sheep has said. Do me a favor. Be your own person. Stop repeating what everybody else is repeating. Stop it. Oh, what? You haven't, you're like one step away from saying Nazi, saying white supremacist, saying
Fascism.
everything. Yeah, fascism. Take any racism. Go ahead, take all those words, put them in a comment.
Which is funny because like none of those words even mean anything anymore.
Wait, and
Y'all
Newsom
use what they actually.
isn't any problem. Newsom is such a great guy that everybody in
Yeah,
California
Nancy.
hates him.
I agree with Nancy. Guys, it's okay to criticize Trump and still be conservative. Yes, I absolutely agree. Absolutely.
Totally. Yeah, it is totally okay. I criticize Trump for a lot of things. Like I want to know about him protecting Israel. That's crazy. I think it's crazy. Once again, it don't smell right. I've said that from day one. I have no problem saying Trump screwed up. I have no problem saying he's bad for our country if he was bad for our country. But to say he gets a spray tan and to say JD Vance wears mascara is kind of immature. It's kind of like you're acting like a 3-year-old. when you say that. Please don't say that. Say some truth. You have freedom of speech. You don't have freedom of attacking, lying, and throwing mud. Please have a. You're grown up. Have a grown up conversation. Don't repeat what everybody else is saying. Don't. I. You know. You guys say I'm MAGA. You say, listen. I'm nothing but me. I look at what's out there, and I look what's the best way to take care of homelessness. Not to give the homeless needles. That is common sense, but that's what liberals do. So I take topic by topic. I'm like, okay,
Yeah, didn't they
so
make safe zones for using?
yeah, you should have the right to kill your baby. Some of you think that. That's fine. You also should have the right to keep your legs together. How about that? Why don't you use all your rights? Okay? Because I'm telling you right now, if I start juggling knives, I take the chance of cutting myself. If I get cut, there's nobody to blame. If you get pregnant, there's nobody to blame. You open your legs up and you did it. So realize it's called consequences. You don't take the easy road and slaughter a baby. You don't do it. Nobody's fighting for that baby's rights. That baby could cure cancer. That baby could grow up to be something wonderful. Okay. But you know what? It's better to live by our sins. And as long as we get rid of whatever we got to get rid of, that's what you guys do. Not all of you. Some of you feel against it too. But, and once again, I'm with Nancy. You can criticize Trump. Truthfully criticize him. Don't make up crap. He doesn't spray tan. So stop saying that. It's like,
He
you
lives
know
in
what?
Mar-a-Lago. I
You
mean, come
saying
on.
spray,
He lives in freaking Florida. Of course he's gonna have
oh
a
my
tan.
gosh. He can tan anywhere he wants. He has so much money. But you guys just want to attack him. JD Vance, you want to attack. That's why you would say stuff that isn't true. That's all I'm saying. Sheepjack has a nice ring to it. Well, Trump is for sure not mature in his tweets. John, we know you hate Trump. I get it. Don't get. I'm not going to say every one of his tweets are well written. I'm not going to say he sounds like an idiot because he doesn't. He's frustrated. Imagine the whole country is attacking you 24/7. John, you'd say stuff too. You'd finally get tired of it. I've done it, and I'm not being attacked by the whole country. Oh, by the way, Jimmy, I got a football draft in 2 hours, fantasy football. So I gotta run in a bit.
That's fine.
Get ready for that, but not right now. Not right now. There's too much stuff being written here that it's just.
Everyone's coming through.
John Deere started laying off employees due to financial pressure due to tariffs. That's weird. I hope we aren't making a huge mistake. Uh, I'm just, you guys are so uninformed. It's unbelievable. We made so much money they're thinking on giving everybody money. Yeah, tariffs are awful. Every country has negotiated with us. Yeah, tariffs are awful.
And that's another thing. Every other country in the world does tariffs.
Oh,
This country
paying
is
them's okay.
done it.
You're okay with paying them, but not charging them. I don't get it. Guys, are you like drooling? Blah, 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 blah. Serious.
And my question is, if would you rather the other countries pay for the products or pay taxes on the products they bring in, or would you rather pay that tax?
You
Me
know,
personally, I'd much rather them pay it than me.
we literally The
Can I get
tariffs can help pay off our
no?
deficit. We make so much money. God forbid. Uh, we have American people that are against making money as a country. We have American people that are against manufacturing in America. We, and yet you're the first person to complain. I got a third world country guy on the phone. He didn't understand what I was saying. You guys are never happy. Never. You like I'm serious. Like Trump could cure world hunger and you would be pissed. That's mind blowing.
What? Countries don't pay tariffs, importers pay? No, no, that's absolutely false.
Say again.
Christian says countries don't pay tariffs, importers pay them. That's absolutely false. You're paying, the only way they can get their products into our country is by paying the tariff. So it means they have to pay more for it to come in.
You know, I haven't seen prices go up
I haven't either.
at all. In the
Hell, if
grocery store, in
anything
the
I've seen products like even like TVs and other things go down in price.
Timu is still crap. Still $1 for a bunch of junk. I haven't seen that go up. They're doing just fine. You know, you guys continue to make up these imaginary problems, even when he's told you we made $500 billion last month. 500 billion. That's like half a trillion. That's crazy. Okay. So you would rather not do tariffs and allow people to sell their junk in our country, but we got to pay tariffs to get it out there. Boy. So basically, you're for the foreigners, you're not for America. That's what I'm hearing. It's okay that we pay, but nobody else has to pay.
So Raphael brought up something: send the National Guard into Tennessee. However, he is planning on sending them into Chicago. I wonder if
Yeah,
they're going to be there when we go to Chicago.
we may get some video of them.
Yeah, I'm thinking about bringing my GoPro and asking some people.
Yeah, and they're gonna. Oh, and the mayor of Chicago's like, they got to be unmasked. Who does he think he is? They got to be unmasked. Wow, the people who raped yesterday, he didn't take off his mask. The people who busted windows, ran into the store, no. But you all step in line. They should be unmasked. Uh, I just don't get it. I don't get it. Is the Kool Aid that good? I mean, literally, you guys are brainwashed into a lot of illogical thinking. It's crazy. And you think about it. Let's say Trump spray tans. Let's just take that for example. But he does a great job as president. Who the frick cares if he sprays it or gets it from the sun? How is that even a factor in your way of thinking? You don't like him because he sprays hands.
You know, I just thought of
Oh,
something.
and you're okay for transgenders, but JD Vance wears mascara. Well, why
Well,
didn't you bring
here,
it up?
I got something along those same lines. They're sitting there talking about the tariffs and saying that corporations or businesses absorb that tariff. Let's just run that hypothetical, right? Because I don't believe they do. Um, but hypothetically, let's just say that they are. These are the same people that are saying that billionaires should be paying more in tax. So who owns the companies? Billionaires. So we're, in your mind, in your theory, we're taxing the billionaires that you wanted to tax in the first place, and now you're complaining about that. That's kind of hypocritical. Make up your mind. What do you want? Not you don't want to tax the billionaires, or you do want to tax the billionaires?
Wait, okay, let's play a game. let's pretend your facts are correct. Violent crimes are much higher in Tennessee
What's
than
up, Brandon?
California. Okay, so how about the fact that 100 Californians every day move to Tennessee? You didn't quote that. You didn't quote that. That we got flooded with Californians. What a shock. We have more crime than California because nobody's in California anymore.
They're all
Because
leaving.
all you maniacs from California came here and destroyed this. I won't go downtown for nothing. Okay? But
Well, I mean, there's
Raphael, you're
evidence of
gonna
that. Texas is no longer as red as it used to be. And
mhm,
why is that? Because all
because
the
blue
freaking
came.
Democrats are moving in.
Yep. Y'all went to Austin, Texas. We know where the cancer starts. Okay? In the
Sad.
city of Nashville, it's blue. The cancer starts there. 100 Californians a day moved here because they couldn't stand it there. They had to come ruin something else. So you literally proved California's more criminal than Tennessee. But you neglect, well, really, you neglected to state that fact that most of Tennessee is now California. We have shirts that say "Do not Californianize
Uh,
my state." I love how you leave out those facts. Okay, Newsom 2028. Newsom, how about Noose 2028? How about that? You're insane. You literally are, Raphael. The fact that you would give one fact but not the other. Yeah, there's a lot of crime in Tennessee. You flood with Californians, 100 a day, you're going to get crime in Tennessee. And they came here to be homeless, by the way. Yep. They're walking around the streets, begging for money, doing crimes, stealing stuff. They all came from California. Not all of them. We had our homeless and our criminals, but a lot did. So do me a favor, give all the facts, please. Don't say, well, this hand's doing this. Well, the other hand, what's the other hand doing? Talking about everything. Yeah, I was from California. I left California to get away, and they followed. They came by the boatloads. You would have thought we moved them here purposely, but like oh, like you're new to Tennessee. 9 out of 10 are from California. Like I went to what?
I'm okay with the guard being in any major city. I'm okay with
Yeah,
that.
I don't mind Californians coming to Tennessee, but most of them are going to vote stupid. Like you left California because it sucked, because you peed all over everything. So you're going to come here to pee all over everything. What are you, an idiot? Not you. I'm not talking to anybody in the chat room. I'm talking to people that left California. I didn't vote California when I came to Tennessee. I voted Tennessee. I voted the right people. I wanted to live. I wanted my son to grow up in a safe place. I wasn't going to raise my son in Detroit or the jail schools of California. My son had a great education. Public school in Tennessee is like private school in California. Just letting you know. Don't mean to talk good about Tennessee because you might move here. Then we're screwed because you guys are bothered by a spray tan. I can't have that. I can't have a state of people who are afraid of spray tans. No, I didn't. I did not say Nancy was a liberal. No, Nancy, you made some good comments. If I did, and I'm not, I'm not feeling. I feel like you're more along the lines of what I do: free thinking, logical. Something makes sense to you, you vote for it. I'm all for that. If a Democrat came out, like A real Democrat, not the woke Democrats of today, but a real Democrat came out speaking truth, speaking logic, speaking wonderful ideas. I thought there was some things back in the day that Bernie Sanders said were good. You know, if I hear the right talk and the right thinking, I don't care what party you belong to. Independent, I don't care. So anyway, Nancy, no, I did not think you're a liberal. But I will tell you, the tariffs have been nothing. You guys cannot talk against tariffs. I mean, you can, you are, but you're completely wrong. It's the best thing that's ever happened.
What?
We've made more money in the few months of tariffs. Unbelievable that he's ready to give everybody a check. He's ready to pour the money back to the people. That's what he said. But nobody's quoted that. Nobody's talked about that. They're talking spray tans and socialism. California population grew last year. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. You're just making stuff up now. Stop it. Literally, people are fleeing California,
Yes, people.
businesses and residents. To say it grew, unless they
The
were
only thing it
sleeping
may have
around.
grown in
But
is illegals. It's the only thing it may have grown in.
yeah. You can't count them. Illegal immigrants. Of course it grew. You guys let them walk across the border, criminals and all. But that's okay as long as we stop spray tans. Rape's okay. Theft is okay. Spray tans, forget it. That's from the devil. Yes. Yes, they should. I'd rather not. I know there's people who could use the money.
I think it could
I
do
know it'd be
both.
very helpful.
I think it could do both.
I think we make enough money off it that we can pay down the deficit, the country deficit, and we can give the people money. Personally, the numbers, guys, the money coming in is astronomical. Do you know why he implemented tariffs? Do you know why? He's not trying to get money. He is, but the main reason is to bring manufacturing back to America. Make the chips, semiconductors, cars, everything is made in America. Remember that phrase? Remember that? Not put together in America,
Yeah,
made.
how many products can you look at in your home that say made in America?
Oh, dear Lord, none.
Yeah, I can almost
That
guarantee
was a
none.
phrase to be proud of.
Used to be.
Yeah.
Used to be.
So, but honestly, the debt gets paid first, just like your parents did, just like you do. You pay your bills first, then you buy your groceries. But you see what's left over, and you skip if you have to. But if you got enough left over, you buy a little extra. That's all. Hey, you got tea today?
I do.
Brandon Purple noticed you drinking tea.
Yep.
Um,
Wow. I'll Google it.
let them walk across the border. Yeah, and we're the ones believing in bullshit. Wait, are you blind? Did you not watch people walk across the border for 4 years? Are you seriously blind? Do you have a dog right next to you with a handle? I'm not believing bullshit. I'm believing what I see on TV is reported to me. From the liberal lying media, they show people crossing the border by the millions. How in the world can you call that a lie? Oh, you just talk about believing bullshit. Oh, well, I'm gonna pick that one because nobody knows people walked across the border Of course not. Until the women were raped and the children were stolen. You're right. Nobody noticed. Nobody noticed a whole row of people day in, day out walking across the border. I literally, there's got to be somebody smarter to talk to. Oh, here we go. Hey, guy, how you doing? Yeah, they walked across the border. Yeah, I know. I saw it with my own eyes. They reported it. Everybody in the world knows it. But this guy doesn't believe it. Yeah. Serious? You call that bullshit? Well, then you're pretty disappointed all the time because everything on TV in the news, it's it's all BS.
Okay, here we go. So it says California grew 0.59%. But
Wait,
if you go California,
0.5, not even 1%.
hold on, not even 1%. Or here, illegal population 2.3 million
That sounds like,
people.
yeah, that sounds like the growth they got was illegals. By the way, I'm still bothered that Elon Musk never took us to Fort Knox. He said he was going to live stream it. That went away quietly. You want to talk about something? That's something. I believe. I believe there ain't crap in Fort Knox. I believe it's been gone for a while. I believe it got brushed under the carpet once he started talking about showing it on live stream. I believe it was live streamed, but I think we would be shocked.
Yeah, two
I
and a
think
half.
we stopped talking about it. Oh, yeah, I was talking to my water bottle because it knows what it sees on TV. Serious. I have the smartest water bottle ever. It sees people walking across the border. They're walking across the border. That's amazing. It can add 1 plus 1 too, and it is two. So, yeah. So I figured I might as well talk to the water bottle because it can tell fact from fiction. Not everything's AI yet. Pretty close. I also think it's a delusion that Trump was best friends with Epstein in the 90s, but never engaged in any illegal activity on his island. So what you're saying is you have zero proof, but you believe he's guilty anyway. That's good. So what happened to innocent until proven guilty? Does that not work in your world? I'm just asking. I'm not bothered by it. Hey, I want to know everything that went on. I want to know why nobody's been arrested. Do you know how much corruption has been uncovered? So much finger pointing, not one person's been arrested. Not one asset has been frozen. Nothing. And you got Hunter Biden doing podcasts. It's crazy.
Trump
So,
also promised to show Epstein files. Maybe you should stop trusting lying politicians.
say what?
Mill says Trump also promised to show the Epstein files. Maybe you should stop trusting lying politicians. I really don't even care about it. Epstein files. I really don't care. What's it going to do? What's it really going to do? It's not going to lower my taxes. It's not going to put
I
more
don't
on my
know.
paycheck.
I mean, I wish people would kind of stick with something until it's solved. Like the
Yeah.
Maui fires. Oh my God, that took 3 days. The LA fires, round one, that was gone in 3 days. The fires after that in LA, they didn't even report that. It went to Carbon Canyon, 1,500 acres. burned. That took a couple hours and it was gone. You guys have the memory of an ant. Literally. You literally have no memory. 3 days go by, nobody cares anymore. Nobody. Like, and we move on to the next headline. So it was funny, by the way. I don't know if you were watching or you were part of the broadcast, but Rob predicted, we made some predictions for the Monday headline. What was the new drama going to be, right? He said Jerome Powell about the interest rate. And I said something that didn't come true. I can't remember. But literally a headline came out about Jerome Powell on Monday. You know, he's once again singing about September rate drops. Yeah, I guarantee it ain't even going to be a point. It's going to be a quarter, 0.25. It's going to be some measly, not worth it. So he can still hurt America, but say he dropped the rate. We'll see. But yeah, Rob was right. Monday, a headline on Jerome Powell. Blown away. Good job, Rob, wherever you are. You did a good job calling that one. What are you writing?
I'll just
You have a
message
microphone. What are you writing? Huh?
Well, I'm letting you go on, and then I'll.
No. You're a part of the show, dude.
I know, but you were talking, so I messaged while you were
Oh,
talking.
I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead.
No, you're fine. No, you're fine.
No, go ahead.
They're closing down Alligator Alcatraz. Nobody cares anymore. Are they closing it down?
They're forcing Trump and everybody else to tear it down. Whoever's involved. The judges still run this country. Everywhere he's turned, he's been stopped by judges. So yeah, Alligator Alcatraz. Long live Alligator Alcatraz. But they're making him tear it down. That's crazy.
Well, that's okay because I think there's other states that were following suit with that concept. So it's not the only one. Even if you take one, 5 more will pop up in its place. That's fine.
No, John, it did get it in the news. I read all about it. I just said that they're closing Alligator Alcatraz. And I knew because I read in the news. But you said the news didn't report it. Well, then I magically, by osmosis, heard they're closing Alligator Alcatraz. And so did Skidmark, obviously, because the news didn't report it. The funny thing is, a big percentage of MAGA really care about the Epstein files, but Trump can't show them because he's way too implicated.
No, I don't
you
think
literally are making that. You literally have no proof.
He says it's misinformation from who was it?
Okay, let's say he's implicated. We don't know. But you literally went on record saying he's implicated. You guys, you know what? If I start spreading lies, you would lose your junk.
He was saying no.
I start making accusations, but you guys can. Wow. You literally concluded that he's implicated, even though he's never released that information and nobody's seen it. But you know. Wow. It must be amazing to live with you, that you know everything. That's incredible. So anyway, do I want him to release files? Sure. What are you protecting? That's all. Listen, if you tell me don't look somewhere, I'm going to look there.
I want to know why he's saying it's misinformation or it's a hoax. Outside of that, I really don't care.
See, like Christian says, Florida is woke.
I don't think so.
What makes you guys say these things? What makes you guys say stuff that like is completely false? I think Florida's more conservative and MAGA and everything else than like Texas.
Yeah. Than most of the
Why would
country.
you say they're woke? Uh, I'm just dumbfounded. We've gone to a whole new
Emil
misinformation.
says, Emil says
Well,
you've made tons of accusations against Biden, though. Accusations or facts?
wait. Okay, name one. Hold on. Ready? We're gonna sit here and be quiet. Emil, name one accusation made against Biden
Yeah, you must have
that
something
I
on.
made.
You must have something in mind.
Name one. Yeah, yeah, obviously. You must have 1,000. It should only take you 2 seconds to come up with one.
Yeah, just one. Just one.
Hold on. Hold on. She's typing with her toes. Hold on a minute. Waiting. Everybody's waiting. What's an accusation? Boy, they're just flying by.
You said
There
Biden,
we go. Oh, no.
but that's not Emil.
I didn't.
That's
An
Christian.
accusation is not he's dead. That's a guess.
An
That's a
assumption.
prediction.
That's
You
an
know,
assumption.
yeah, that isn't an accusation. I'm waiting for Emil's accusations that tons of them, they're pouring out of the sky. They're just flowing in our chat room right now.
Is he still alive?
There we go. Oh, didn't you
No.
suggest that the White House Coke was his? Oh my God, no! I, uh, I, you tell me where I suggested that. I said we never found out. I said I didn't say it was his. Okay, so you're saying I made tons of accusations
I think there's
against.
reason to believe it could have been Hunter's.
Oh, but you mean the guy who's been caught on camera smoking crack cocaine?
Or what?
That
Talking
guy?
about it. He
Yeah,
actually talked
or
about it on
talking
that
about it
podcast.
or selling it? You mean that guy? Well, yeah, that could be a prediction. But I never said it was Hunter's or Joe. I'm not sure now what Biden you're referring to, but let's go with another accusation that I truly meant, that I truly made.
Raphael said that you said Biden is a hologram with zero proof. There are hundreds of pictures of Epstein and
That
Trump.
wasn't an accusation.
You know those
Do
pictures of
you know
Epstein
what
and
an
Trump?
accusation means? An accusation is accusing somebody of doing something. Okay? I accused the government of knocking him off and releasing a letter on a conservative platform that he dropped out of the race days after he said, I won't drop out of the race, no matter what. Okay, I have a little problem with that. That's all. Why do you think people say I'm not what?
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm
Oh,
just going them.
why do you think people say I'm not suicidal? So when they show up dead tomorrow, you know they weren't suicidal. Why do you think the president says, I'm not dropping out of the race no matter what? Oh, so when a letter dropping him out of the race premieres on X, which is the stupidest platform that a liberal would drop out of the race, you can do it on Fox, you can
I
do
think
it on
Christian said
CNN.
you're accusing Biden of being dead, are you not?
I'm
No,
not accusing him.
he's not accusing of being dead. There's a
Look
difference
up the
between
word
an
accusing,
accusation
guys.
of being or that he's dead rather than this is
Do
my
you guys
opinion.
not know what the word accusation means? An
You got to
accusation is accusing someone of doing something. Okay? Yeah, I accuse the government of knocking him off. That's a prediction. I have no proof, but I gave you reasons why I believe it. It wasn't his signature. It
that's an
came
opinion.
days after he said I won't drop out.
That's,
Wow.
that's
And it
strictly an
was released on X. Really? Okay. So, oh, prediction, I can say whatever I want. Don't be dumb. That's not what prediction means. Okay, well, obviously,
it's sharing perspective.
yeah, don't be
Sharing
stupid,
opinion.
please.
It's
All
just
right,
sharing.
no Prediction doesn't mean I can say whatever I want. Prediction is I can say whatever I feel, not whatever I want. It's not. It's not like that. I feel.
Basically, it's like you've taken the evidence that's been out there or the situation at hand and said, this is what it seems like. That's not an accusation. That's just an opinion base. So
Yeah.
you're saying this is what I think may have happened. That's not an accusation.
Wow. Okay. Whatever. I I can't teach people the English language. I'm not accusing. I told you what I thought. That's not an accusation against the Bidens. So there were tons, and you didn't name one. Tons. I said we never found out whose coke it was in the White House. Crazy because every hallway has cameras. Really? Yeah, they do.
We'll
So
say, okay, there.
they know whose coke it was. That's all.
Mill says, I think that Trump refuses to release the Epstein files because he is in them. There you go. It's not an accusation. You're right. That's not an accusation. That's a belief. That's an opinion.
Who said that?
Emil. Uh, a lot of people just believe that he is on the Epstein list or an Epstein client.
That is your prediction.
That's your
You
That's your.
don't. You didn't say I know he's in them. You believe he's in them. I believe the moon landing was faked. Does it mean it was faked? No. Does it mean he's in the Epstein files? No. It doesn't until we find out it does.
Yeah, until there's
And
evidence
it
to back
does.
up your belief. It's kind of like a theory. You have put a hypothesis out there, and then you prove that hypothesis is true.
It's only accusing when we do it, guys. What you guys once again are talking out of your ear. I don't know what the frick that means. Okay? So you need to learn what an accusation is. You need to learn what a prediction is. You need to learn what all that is. You need to learn this when you say something. I know for a fact he's in the Epstein files. No, you don't. You're lying. You don't. Nobody knows what's in the files. But she said it correctly. I believe. Fine. That's totally fine. You can believe what you want. I believe Biden's dead. Okay? And isn't that going to be weird? I don't see him anymore. I've seen Bidens that are taller than the regular Biden by a lot and shorter by a lot, but none of that matters. For some reason, I think people feel that Trump is an Epstein client. It sure seems like it. How does it seem like it? Because he took a picture with him? A lot of people took pictures with him. What?
Yeah, a lot of people took pictures with him. He was in all the bigger circles, so of course they're going to cross paths at some point.
Yeah, I reached a point where I'm dumbfounded about what I'm reading. You're accusing the elite of burning down Hawaii. Yeah, pretty much. Okay.
Is
Yeah,
that an accusation or opinion?
wait. Okay. I can tell you for a fact that what was burned in Hawaii, everything on that island, the only property that didn't burn was Oprah Winfrey's property. Wow. You guys believe in coincidences? I don't. Okay. Okay. And by the way, giving people $750 for their entire building to burn down is not enough. Okay? So they got 750. It burned down. Nobody else is investigated. Canceling fire coverage. Little curious how ironic it burns down the next week or 2 weeks. How ironic. They cancel all coverage. It burns down. Booyah. But you guys don't find anything curious about that. But you're accusing me of tons of accusations. No, tons of facts. The policies were canceled. The city burned down, except the rich elite. How is that accusing? That's all factual. Okay. But you
Well,
go ahead
also
and believe.
they want to put buildings up, like low income buildings up in those places.
Isn't that weird? Everywhere that burned, they wanted for rebuild. And they passed a bill
Convenient.
where California bought all that property. Wow. But go ahead. But you know for a fact, it's weird. You know for a fact Trump's in the Epstein files. That's okay for you to make that call. But God forbid I take the facts of what happened. No water, burned down. That's exactly where they're going to design a 15-minute city. The railway. Oh my gosh, it burned perfectly. And we're going to buy it right now. No, that's not. No, that don't smell bad. Wow, I got to run. I got a fantasy football to do. But anyway, wow, you guys are so baffled. All of you. Uh, you literally,
Not everybody.
the majority. There's a few people that know what they're talking about, but the majority is like, no, they told me this. That's why I believe it. Oh no, they've been doing it. Really? Really? Nobody? You're telling me the mayor of LA, no punishment? Guys, I've been fired for less. How is she not fired? How is Newsom not fired? A regular folk get fired in a heartbeat because we moved the clock. It was crooked, we straightened it. You're fired. I've been fired for stupid stuff my whole life. I talked about Disney, freedom of speech. Disney called the next day and had me fired. I talked about them on the radio. They didn't like what I said, so I lost my job. So don't tell me, tons of accusations. Listen, I'm I'm not saying anything's a fact. I'm telling you what I feel. Like Nancy said, I believe. That's the best way to say it. I believe this. I'm not accusing. Now, if you ask me, who do you think had the bag of coke? Oh, I don't know. Probably the irresponsible one that smokes crack in every room and is known to sell drugs and isn't a regular drug user. And probably it's a guess. That's all. So anyway, Jimmy, sorry.
No,
Sorry
that's
for
fine.
what.
That's fine.
I just sometimes these live streams are baffling. Baffling. I can't even believe we got like what 22, 23, 24, 25, 20. Yeah, we got 27 people.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, we'll be doing this again next Saturday.
Oh,
Bring all
I
your
got-
fiction, please.
before we take
What?
off, yes, because you're center look at
Yeah.
the numbers, and so lately I've noticed that YouTube has been playing a lot more ads on stuff that's pre-recorded, right? So if you're watching a video and it was aired whenever, or they posted it whenever, and you go back and watch it later on, as you're watching it, it seems like every 2 to 3 minutes there's an ad.
Yeah. I
Have you
can't
noticed?
I can't watch anything on YouTube anymore.
Yeah,
I haven't watched
almost tempted to go over to Rumble because if it's not live, I mean, I've even heard live streams will also pick up ads as well during the live stream.
yeah, if you guys are getting ads, please let us know.
But
We're jamming stuff in.
but now even with like if you not watching it live, you're gonna hit a whole lot more ads, and it's
Yeah.
like I'm not even joking. It seems like it's every minute or two, or even up to like 3 minutes.
Like I'm trying to learn something
Yeah, you see,
I'm under the gun.
like I was
I
sitting there
mess it up on YouTube and I get a freaking ad. The
I was
whole
listening to
phone.
this thing today while you and or just before you and Charles went live. I was watching this thing on the DNA of Christ and all that, right?
Mhm.
And it just felt like every 2 to 3 minutes I was clicking the skip.
It's
It's like,
really bad. On
dude,
YouTube, it's really bad. Raphael, Nancy, Pork, you guys are smart to be on Rumble. It's I'd advise everybody on YouTube to start watching on Rumble. I don't believe it's flooded with ads. The ads are getting nauseating. And I don't care that it pays me, it doesn't pay me. John, you should probably move to not getting ads, but I'm having blockers. So are you using blockers?
I'm not
No.
using blockers. I'm watching on my phone, so I
No,
mean,
no, I'm talking to John. Hey, John. Well, if you're not, if you got like ad blockers, that's great.
actually, that's another thing. So John brings up unblock origin look for it. I don't know what that means, but like if you go in and like block the ad, because you can on YouTube, you can select up in the upper right hand corner
Right.
block ad. I will still get ad or that ad over and over again,
Hmm.
and it's like
YouTube's
I
lost
know
its way. Listen, I love YouTube. I really wish the best for YouTube. They're still number one, but I think they've lost their way. And I won't know for a while, but if you're watching on YouTube and you're getting flooded with ads, I'm using blockers. Yeah. Okay. If you can block the ads, God bless you.
yeah. I mean
That's great.
that's awesome for you.
If you're not blocking ads or you're watching your phone, Rumble is probably a better choice. Raphael, Nancy, Pork, you're all watching on Rumble. That's cool. That's cool. I'm just trying to make sure you guys have a good experience, whether we're talking crap or not, whether we're going back and forth or not, whether you think I'm insane. But not gonna.
Yeah. See, that's the thing.
I'm not for flooding ads.
John is saying
Just to
it's easy
block.
to block on browsers. So like on your computer, it's easier to block. But
Right.
on YouTube apps, so like from
John
your
brings up a
phone,
great point. Hold on.
on your phone,
I gotta highlight it.
and
I
that's
don't
what
care
I
about.
primarily watch on is my phone. I don't
Okay.
watch on a
So what,
computer.
John? I think I hear what you're saying. Watch if you're gonna watch on YouTube. Watch on the browser. Don't
Yeah,
watch
I've
on
also
the app
noticed like if you
or
watch
through the YouTube app.
if you go through like smart TV or from PlayStation or Xbox or whatever, you have the app on there.
Right.
I've actually
Don't
noticed
use.
it's worse on
Oh
there.
my gosh.
It's like,
I'm
oh
really. I really. I don't want to. I know I get paid off of the ads, but what is it? Pennies an ad?
yeah,
I don't
it's
care. I'd rather you get a better
you're,
experience.
you're probably not even getting paid for the like all the ads that they play, just for
No,
a portion of them.
no. And YouTube puts ads on channels that don't get paid at all.
Yeah,
They now put ads on 100%. They've gotten really bad over the years. So if you switch to another platform, we're on Rumble, we're on X. John has a blocker. More power to you, buddy. Totally okay with that. But I want to make sure you guys have a good experience. Even if I'm talking crap, you're talking crap. It's not about what we're talking about. It's the fact that we do care about the chat, everybody in the chat.
yeah, just like having open discussion with everybody,
Yeah, we don't, we're
dialogue.
not, hey, listen, we all go a little crazy. I know that. But I want to make sure you guys never heard about ad blocker. No, we have. No, no, some of us are already using it. But when you're on your phone,
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know about blocking ads on your phone. And that's usually where I'm researching. So I'll be working on my computer, researching on my phone. Anyway, I do care about you guys, even if some of you are crazy. I love you all equally. I appreciate your time. So honored that you chose to hang out. But I have to run. I got my fantasy football draft coming up, and I can't get a crappy running back. I got to go. Is there anything you want to say before we sign off?
No, we'll see
That's it.
y'all on the next stream. Thanks for
All
joining
right.
us.
Love you guys. Take care.